in the fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Nighthawks of Anchorage taking on the Blues of Brooklyn. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. When you look at this defense, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
He's going to air one out, and this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Throwing his car on third down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
That's a play that may get lost in the grand scheme of things, but one thing's for sure. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out to start the game. So that's a nice job of finding the right play call and coming up with a first down.
And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Montgomery running right. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Carr. That's complete to Dell. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, You might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand.
Get out of here with a W.
To the right side, this is Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Walker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
15 yards on the play, first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Levis back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And Levis going back to the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And touchdown! Kadarius Toney, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Blues post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
I like the boldness of that play call from the offensive coordinator because he wasn't daunted even by the double coverage he expected to draw to the tight end. The result, a huge gain and a major shot of confidence for everyone on the offense.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. He'll be back at the 36. Carr to throw on second down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Johnson on the out route. That's complete. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple. Carr going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line.
Here's Carr. And he'll be out of bounds. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me?
Touchdown! Deontay Johnson taking it in. And the Nighthawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now they'll bring Tony in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
In motion right is Tony. On second down, it's Walker. Muscles him on. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
There he goes, right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Walker now on 1st and 10. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
They run again with Walker. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Ken Walker with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw his Carr. That is caught by Dell. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Carr. The left side caught by Diggs. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. That's caught by Montgomery. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Incomplete. They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Montgomery. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
135 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Walker with another carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Second and a couple. Running left is Walker. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Mayfield going to switch things up here. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Trying the left side with Walker. Oh, and Nelson spaced doubling. Touchdown! Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Blues go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Now a play fake. Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's going to let this one go deep. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown! Sterling Shepard, 71 yards. And the Blues are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the gun, it's Carr. Again, it's Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Just more of the same here. That's back-to-back catches for him to start the drive. They've looked his way quite a bit, and with good reason, as this duo picks up yet another first down.
Carr's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. On play action, it's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And a good turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now there he goes left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 25 yards that time.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Walker hitting, the ball is out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Levis. They'll roll him out right. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And a huge play that time. 41 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. Howard complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 187 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Levis throwing for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And as a result, possession switches hands. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
10 yards on the pickup.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Got his man, Dell. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Nighthawks.
Here's Carr to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for the touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 43 yards. And the Nighthawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Ryland up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Levis back to throw. That one into the hands of Shepard downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Levis sets up to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
A 2nd down throw from Levis. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Ryland for the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And going right back to Walker. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Walker with it.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And Levis going to change the play. Try to take this home. They'll run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Ken Walker with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Blues have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Carr to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing his Carr. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Christian Wilkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Brooklyn, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Anchorage, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.